Hi. I haven't posted a proper YouTube video since February, and I was like, you know what, it's time to come back, it's time to do this again. Thank you again for following me and sticking with me beyond the hype of the Ginny Georgia placement. Welcome to My Life is such a fun song, and I have something kind of exciting happening with that song. I can't wait to tell you about it, so just stay tuned. It won't be too long on that news, but yeah. Anyway, you guys are awesome. Being an artist, I can't imagine any other life. It is 100,000 times better with other people to share that experience and journey with. I'm the kind of artist who is always wanting to connect with fans, but then gets kind of like intimidated about the idea of putting myself out there. You know, just like anxiety and stuff comes in, and then I just don't do things because of anxiety, and I'm like, that is not how I want to be. That's not who I want to be. So I want to kind of give you like a little update about what's been going on. So the biggest thing that's been happening for me is that I've been making music on my own. I have classically leaned on men to make music for me, to be this kind of filter that I go through. I've worked with lots of guys that have really tried to help me bring my vision to life, but haven't obviously been able to do it exactly the way that I've wanted because they're not me. And so I'm making tunes solo, I'm getting input from friends, and I get my stuff mastered by an excellent mastering engineer in Toronto. And that is my process now. And it's moving things along much faster. It's kind of been the biggest thing that's been happening. Another is that I'm still processing my exit from Christianity. I wanted to tell you that I've got a new album in the works. I do want to get the message through this camera and out onto the internet to you that I am not over it yet. I'm not over the impact that organized religion had on me and my spiritual life. I'm making some music about it, just like I always have. It is gonna be themed around this journey. This theme is like woven into everything that I do that is on the horizon. Also, I wanted to let you know that I have merch now. It took me a while to decide what kind of merch I wanted. I took a bunch of polls on my Instagram stories, and then I was able to make some decisions, so it's out. Now, I'm someone who's always found it awkward to put my name or my face on merchandise just because it just feels ego-y or something, and so it took me ages to actually make the merch, but I was able to just be like, you know what, people actually want it. It is what you make it. It also is easier that it's like my artist name. It just makes more sense to me that like you would wear something that is a representation of this art that you enjoy, and I feel comfortable too because I'm like, this is my art, this is my project, and rather than like this is like me, you know what I mean? So yeah, so that's just something that I've had on my mind and wanted to say. But yeah, if you buy merch, just so you know, the money is going directly back into music production and everything. I've got a separate bank account and separate finances and everything just to make music. I also have a special line that I'm going to be using for fundraising, and that line is called Women Plus Produce Music. And that's to raise awareness about the fact that women do produce music. And also I wanted to have a way to kind of like fundraise for different causes that are important to me. And right now the cause is supporting women and their newborns in Gaza, because they're so vulnerable. And as a mother, I know how vulnerable you are when you are about to give birth or you've just given birth, and I literally cannot imagine doing that in a war zone. So I wanted to take the majority of the money right into donations to the UNFPA. So there's more information on that in my description, but just so you know that that is also happening. So yeah, that's kind of the latest and greatest. Please drop a comment if you haven't introduced yourself to me and to the other people watching yet, with your name if you'd like, and maybe just something interesting about you. It sounds so like icebreaker corporate, but whatever you want to say, you can say kind of geographically where you're from if you feel comfortable, and maybe how you heard about me, and I'll always respond to your comments.